Hello, I'm Marshal Vladimir, and this is Operation Overlord, January of 1939, British Commonwealth and France turn. So I'm going to start with my British turn. I have 3 tech rolls. One I'm going to use for Advanced ASW. I had a nasty surprise last turn because I realized that I totally misunderstood Maritime Air Patrol and I don't know how to get rid of it. And subs are a lot harder to get rid of, so now I'm going to roll for Advanced ASW. That's a 5, so that's a failure. Improve factories. That's a 3, that's a failure. Attack transports. So I got 1 out of 3. I got pretty good tech roll dice so far, so I'm not complaining. Okay, so now I'm going to go to my purchases. For FEC has 15 IPP to spend. They're going to build an infantry, 2 Gurkhas, and a KMT mountain brigade. So that'll cost 15, all of their IPP. Anzac is just going to build 3 infantry, so that's 9. And then Britain is going to build a militia upgrade, a colonial for 6, a fighter 16, AAA 20, 2 infantry 26. So we're all spending all of our IPP. So I have a few combat moves. I do believe escort duty is a combat movement. So this destroyer is going to move down to C-Zone 105 and to Cape Verde Islands, and going to go on escort duty. This torpedo boat destroyer is going to move actually to this zone 1, 2, and go on to escort duty. This destroyer, the light carrier, and the heavy cruiser are going to move to C-Zone 21. That's actually not a combat movement, my bad. And this destroyer in C-Zone 24 is going to move 1, 2, 3 down to C-Zone 79 and also go on escort duty. Now, another combat movement I have is this British strategic bomber. It's going to be strategically bombing the factory in Paris. So I believe I can only do how much damage it can be done to a minor factory because it's a captured major. Let's actually just move this destroyer up from C-Zone 82 into C-Zone 81 and go on escort duty. Yep, that's it for combat movements. Okay, so now I'll get to rolling. So I'm going to start with, I believe I only have the bombing raid on Paris. So the Germans have 1 fighter, and the veteran said he is scrambling to intercept me. So my aerial combat is at 1, and his is at 3. So the blue dice will be the fighter, and the pink dice will be the bomber. 4, that's close. 11. 2 ones, but no hits. So now, neither of us... So that happened there. So now, yeah, we both survived. And let me just check this, double check. Strategic bombing 2d6. Oh, where the d6? Here we are. So that's 7 damage. And factories. Minor factory can take... Here we are. Minor factory can take 5 damage. So factory damage. Grab factory damage marker. And then I'm going to roll for the AAA, Inherent Anti-Aircraft Fire. So I believe that's also at 3. Sorry, I should have prepared for this better. I was in a bit of a rush. That's a 9. So my strategic bomber is unscathed. And that's all the rolling I have, I believe. So then he's going to move up 1 back to London. This medium bomber. So now I'm going to move on to non-combat movements. This medium bomber in British Midlands is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down to Gibraltar. This battle cruiser in Season 23 is going to move to Season 24 and join the First Fleet. One infantry from London. No, actually they're going to stay. This fighter. No, they're all going to stay. Okay. So now we're going to also do non-combat movement here. This transport is going to move 1, 2, 3 with the French infantry. I don't believe I can pick up this infantry, so onto the transport and drop him off. Maybe I can. I think I can actually, so I'm going to drop that guy in Tanganyika. And then the cavalry is going to move up to Sudan. FEC is going to move this dude in Haryana 1 space into Maharashtra. I should have actually finished these movements. This light cruiser is going to also move to Season 116 with the transport. And then the rest of this fleet, so that's the light carrier, 2 battleships, 2 heavy cruisers, a destroyer, and a submarine, are going to move to Season 83 next to Aden. And then we're going to use the transport to pick up a dude from Calcutta and drop him in Malaya. And we're going to send a destroyer and a coastal sub with him. And the destroyer and the light carrier are going to move 1, 2, 3. No, they're going to move to Season 83, so that's 3 spaces to Season 83 to join with the fleet from at Aden. And Anzac is going to move this motorized infantry 2 spaces up to Queensland. And that's my non-combat movements done, I believe. So now I'll get to my place units. This fighter will be placed in London. So I have 2 fighters in London now. Colonial infantry will go in Eastern Egypt. Militia upgrade will go in the South African Union. Then I have 2 infantry and an AAA. the infantry will be placed. One infantry will be placed in northern England, and another infantry, and an AAA will be placed in London. 3 Anzac infantry are going to be placed in Sydney. It's the only place where they can be placed. And then FEC, for their purchase, they're going to build the Mountain Brigade in Haryana. And he's enough for and then he's going to be placed along with this army in one of 6th Army in Yunnan. This infantry is going to be built in Calcutta, along with a Gurkha, and another Gurkha will be placed in Burma. So that's going to end my British turn. Then we're going to collect income. FEC has 14, and they get where's the bonus income? 2 IPP bonus income, so 16. Anzac collects 7 with 2 IPP bonus to 9. And Britain collects 27 with, I believe it is a 5 IPP bonus. 2 from Iran and 3 from the Suez Canal. So Britain collects 32. Then we're going to do Free France. Now, Free France has 1 combat movement. They're going to be dropping the stew from the British transport into Madagascar and moving those Vichy traitors down 1. So they were on 3, they're going to move down to 2. And then Free France is going to move up to 7. And that's it for Free French. Yes, that is it for Free French combat movement. Then they're going to use this transport to pick up the Foreign Legion and move him 1. The transport's going to move the only place that he can move to Season 81 and drop the Foreign Legion in Eastern Egypt. Also, I forgot to mention Free France's purchase. They're building 2 infantry. So, the 1 infantry is going to be placed in Tunisia, and the other infantry is going to be placed to northern Algeria. They don't have any more non-combat movements, and that's it for my Free French turn. Free France will collect 7 IPP. And yep, that's it. I'm done. Stay tuned for the veteran with his Italy turn for January of 1939. And thank you for watching, and bye-bye.